All right, ready to dive in.
Let's do it.
Today, we're talking about a name synonymous with football genius, Lionel Messi.
A name that's practically reached mythical status in the world of football, wouldn't you say?
You know, you see the trophies, the goals, the sheer artistry on the pitch. But we're digging a little deeper today. We're going back to the beginning.
To understand how Messi became Messi.
Exactly. And for anyone out there working in player development, coaching, mentoring,
Anyone who's ever seen a spark of talent and wondered how to help it grow.
this one's for you. So let's start with those early days in Rosario, Argentina.
Not the polished academies, not yet. We're talking about a kid, a ball, and the streets.
Okay, so paint a picture for us.
Yeah.
What was it about those early days, those street games, that helped shape him?
Imagine young Messi honing his skills not on a perfectly manicured pitch, but on uneven pavement, dodging obstacles, learning to improvise.
You can't teach that kind of feel, can you?
It's almost like the streets themselves were his first coaches. They instilled this incredible close control, that almost instinctive awareness of space and opponents.
So those early challenges, would you say they were actually a blessing in disguise?
In a way, absolutely. It wasn't just about raw talent. Those early experiences were formative. They forced him to adapt, to think on his feet, to find solutions where others saw dead ends.
And those weren't the only obstacles he had to overcome, were they? Let's talk about the growth hormone deficiency. That had to be a massive hurdle.
A potentially career-ending diagnosis for any aspiring footballer. And think about it, this is happening just as his talent is becoming undeniable.
Talk about a crucial moment. How did he and his family navigate that?
It took incredible courage, resilience, and a leap of faith. His family made huge sacrifices, relocating to Spain so he could join Barcelona's youth academy, La Masia.
Which, let's be honest, is legendary in the football world. What makes La Masia so special, so different?
La Masia isn't just about producing footballers, it's about cultivating a philosophy.
You're talking about that famous tiki-taka style, right?
Exactly. Quick passing, movement, an emphasis on possession. It's almost like a chess game, anticipating moves, exploiting spaces. And Messi, with his vision, his agility, he thrived in that system.
So they saw something special in him, a talent that transcended his physical stature.
They provided the environment for him to flourish, to hone his natural abilities. They didn't try to mold him into something he wasn't. They gave him the freedom to express himself on the pitch.
Which is a lesson for any coach or mentor, really. Identify the strengths and then...
And then nurture them. Don't try to fit a square peg into a round hole. Speaking of which, let's talk about those physical limitations. I mean, he was constantly being told he was too small.
That he'd never make it in the professional game because of his size.
And yet he turned that perceived weakness into one of his greatest strengths. That low center of gravity, that incredible balance, defenders couldn't get near him.
He made them look like they were trying to catch smoke.
He was just too quick, too agile, too elusive. He'd disappear between tackles, reappear on the other side, leaving defenders bewildered.
But it wasn't just natural talent and a good environment. This guy is known for his insane work ethic.
Absolutely, and that's another crucial lesson. Talent without dedication is like a Ferrari without an engine. It might look pretty, but it won't get you anywhere. Messi, he lived and breathed football. The hours he put in, the constant striving for improvement, that's what elevated him to another level.
You know, we could talk for hours about his achievements with Barcelona, the Champions League titles, the Ballon d'Or awards, but
there is always this weight on his shoulders, this expectation to replicate that success on the international stage with Argentina.
which, let's be honest, didn't come easy. The early disappointments, the near misses, that had to be tough.
It's easy to forget, amidst all the individual accolades, that football is a team sport.
And that even the greatest players need the right team, the right support to reach their full potential.
And for Messi, that journey to international glory culminated in the 2021 Copa America.
That must have been an emotional release, not just for him, but for an entire nation.
To finally lift that trophy after years of heartache and near misses, it was a moment that transcended sport. It was about resilience, about leadership, about the unwavering belief in oneself and in one's team.
So, as we look back at Messi's incredible journey, what's the one key takeaway you'd want listeners to remember, especially those involved in developing the next generation of athletes?
I think the biggest lesson here is that greatness isn't preordained. It's not some magical quality that you either have or you don't. It's a combination of factors. It's about recognizing potential, nurturing it with the right environment and guidance, instilling dedication and resilience, and understanding that setbacks are inevitable, But they don't have to define you.
They can even be the catalyst for something even greater.
Messi's story is proof of that.
So the next time you see that familiar number 10 dancing around defenders, weaving his magic on the pitch, remember it all started with a kid, a ball, a dream, and a whole lot of heart. What will your story be?
Now that's something to think about.